And we tend to see thinness as being universally good, responsible, and in control of our appetites, bodies, and lives.
Her being out of breath is making me out of breath. Because I just feel bad for us. I'm kind of like empathizing. Oh my god.
Let's blast the
Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown from the HowToCameron channel. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a good day. Thank you so much for asking. I know you asked and I answered. Today I have an absolutely amazing video for you guys. A reaction video to fat acceptance. Now I want to clarify before this video starts, I am not actually bothered about whether or not you're fat. Like, that's not something that like, I'm not making this video just because I'm angry at fat people. Definitely not. I'm making this video because I find it funny how some people are very cringy when it comes to fat acceptance, and thus I'm going to be reacting to them for today's video. Before this video starts though, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to leave me a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new today. We're trying to hit... yeah, so subscribe right now. I forgot the target, god dang it. Let's search up fat acceptance cringe. We're going to have a little look at these people trying to get other people to accept how they are fat. Now, I think it's great to accept people who are fat because, I mean, they are people at the end of the day and they have feelings. What I think the actual problem, though, is when these very fat people try to make out like being fat is good and healthy. Like, that's just not true. It's a bit cringy to look at. Let's have a little look at this video called Fat Acceptance Cringe Video 2 version 2. What a catchy flipping title. MRA News. Fat Acceptance Cringe Volume 2. Why do they have so many different flipping titles? Oh my god.
What is this?
This is...
I'll tell you what this is. This is what I'm talking about. What happened to the healthy bars that I told you you could keep in your car in case you were away from your food?
I've actually eaten them all.
This stuff takes you further away from your goal. This stuff keeps you from dancing the way you need to dance.
For me, like, you look at this and you think how bad it is, and I look at this and I think how good I did.
You shouldn't even buy this.
I get it. I shouldn't have made the decision. Like, everything, you know, spills onto everything else.
There's a whole car shaking. Come on, you're gonna break the chassis. How are you gonna sell it if it's broken?
And then I'm in the middle of the day and I'm starving, so I go and I make a choice, and it's not a great choice, but I try to make it better.
Make the choices during the planning stage. You plan it out. You don't wait until your only option is a fast food restaurant. It's too late then, Whitney. You're not that strong. Don't leave it to willpower.
He's not even like mad. He's just like, he's resigned himself. He's so disappointed. And that kind of feeling reminds me of like my dad being disappointed in me or something, which is the worst feeling ever.
But you deserve it. Like, I don't know if she's trying to make people feel better. Actually, this is TLC. So it's probably just bullcrap. Okay, well, I don't really want to watch a flipping TLC documentary. That's so bad.
Make me 8 waffles. Cottage cheese and cream cheese, bacon, chocolate milk, syrup, maybe some donuts, a cookie, a chocolate bar. Yeah, that should be good.
Despite her tender years, Tammy's obsession with getting bigger has already dramatically altered her appearance.
Right, let's get this straight. She wants to gain weight. This cat unironically looks starved. Like, that's kind of unfair. Not gonna lie. Why does she want to gain weight? That's so stupid. I really hate these compilations. I really hate it when people who make like these compilations try to add like memes into it. Like, it's just not funny. Kelly Jean drink water. Well, if you're going to be healthy, you know, and drink water and advertise it with your name, like, why don't you eat well as well?
I'm not sure if any of you have noticed, but I'm fat. I am the capital F-A-T kind of fat. I am the elephant in the room.
Well, duh. That was actually a good meme.
When I walked out on stage, some of you may have been thinking, oh, this is going to be hilarious, because everybody knows that fat people are funny.
Actually, Amy Schumer, I think that's her name, is one of the least funny people, and she is fat, I believe, or was fat, so that's clearly not true.
You may have been thinking, where does she get her confidence from? Because a confident fat woman is almost unthinkable. These judgments are insidious.
That's why no one believes them. Like, when I see a fat person, the first thing that doesn't come to mind is not how are they confident. That's not the first thing that comes into my mind. The first thing that comes into mind is, oh, I do not want her or him to sit on me. Like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, you know, survival of the fittest, kids. I'm teaching you biology right now. Not, oh, how are they confident? Because you can pretend to be confident.
They can be directed at individuals and groups, and they can also be directed at ourselves. And this way of thinking is known as fat phobia.
That's why I prefer!
These flipping memes, it's just, why are they all like this? How come all the people who make compilations think it's smart? Oh, I'm gonna add in a funny meme. Like, you're not funny. I'm sorry, you're a nobody that's just compiling clips. I'm sorry. Something that intrigued me is how she used the word, no, not even word, she used the term fat phobia, right? That is a word, I believe, kind of. It's not even a word, it's 2 words technically, but shut up. That term suggests that people are scared of fat people. No, they're not. They're just very critical of fat people. They're not scared of them as of such. That's just demeaning. It's demeaning to say someone's got fat phobia or whatever, because it's just not true.
Like any form of systematic oppression, fat phobia is deeply rooted in complex structures like capitalism, patriarchy, and racism.
What? Patriarchy? We don't live in flipping Saudi Arabia, love. Like, I've heard some speeches, right, made by women. Some women. Not even some. Just like 3 speeches that I've watched, right? These 3 people, they've all mentioned the patriarchy. All 3 of these people who mentioned the patriarchy live in either the UK or, I presume, US. It is not a patriarchal society at all. Women are not led by men. That's just not how it works in the UK, US, etc. Maybe in Saudi Arabia, maybe in the flipping local tribe next to the flipping local airport in the middle of goddamn nowhere in Brazil. Yeah, maybe. Okay, but not here. Like, not where she's doing the speech, not where she lives.
And we tend to see thinness as being universally good, responsible, and in control of our appetites, bodies, and lives.
Her being out of breath is making me out of breath. Because I just feel bad for her, so I'm kind of like empathizing. Oh my god.
And we tend to see thinness as being universally good, responsible, and in control of our appetites, bodies, and lives. We see these ideas again and again in the media, in public health policy, doctors' offices, in everyday conversations, and in our own attitudes. This anti-fat bias.
Right, let's just clarify something. If you search the definition of the word bias, it says prejudiced, okay? It is not prejudiced to assume that if you're fat, you are not in control. That is not prejudiced. It's just true. It's not unfair as of such. Like, if you're fat, I'm sorry, but you can't control what you're eating and how much exercise you're doing. It's just a fact. It doesn't make you a bad person.
And do we really want to live in a society where people are denied their basic humanity if they don't subscribe to some arbitrary form of acceptable?
What are you on about, love? If you literally go on the bus, if you are her size, you are entitled to 2 seats on the bus. I'm only entitled to 1. What the flip? It's the same with trains and that's it. Not planes. You have to pay for 2. But, like, she's entitled to more space. She consumes more food. Like, that's what you're entitled to. I don't know what she was on about subscribing to something. Like, I don't even know what you're on about, love. Right, I'm going to end this video here. I think I'm getting a little bit irate. But I honestly don't care about people's size. Like, that's something that I've never really cared about. But I don't like it when people of great size, I say great, I mean unhealthy size, I don't get why they try to paint the picture that it's not their fault and they're like, oh, it's because of the patriarchal society, because men lead women. That means that I don't even know what she's flipping inferring, because it just doesn't make sense. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I want to also clarify that when I mean by like fat acceptance, I don't think it's particularly relevant to people who are just a bit tubby. I literally only think it's relevant to people who are like obese, not just overweight, because it's really not that out of control, really, when you think about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.